loves my baby, but my baby don't love nobody but me. Nobody but me.
Welcome back, everyone, to I'm No Genius. As always, I'm Eli. I'm joined today by Grant Sherman and a very special guest, Drew Santo. We totally planned that he would be on the show, and he wasn't just standing near us, and we asked him to be on the show. But we're very happy to have you. How we doing, guys?
Doing good. Little
Doing good.
little light today in uh personnel, but
Yeah,
we're
we are.
here.
Yeah, we are. Sadly, Colin was being a nurse all morning, so we understand that he would have to miss out on this. Adam, he's working a real job, and Cam, he's practicing with his lacrosse team. What sport does he play again?
I don't know. You should
Yeah,
still be here.
he should.
Priorities.
He should
Gotta
still be
figure
here.
them
I
out.
mean, his coach should understand. I don't know what the problem was, but he's not here, sadly. But how's our week been, guys? It's been a while, Grant. I haven't talked to you since last week. Drew, it's always nice to see you. How have we been?
Been good.
Been good. I had some exams this week. I believe Drew had some also. I think we both did pretty well on them,
Okay,
right?
that's pretty good.
Academic weapons.
Academic weapons.
See, that's something that I'm glad is making a comeback in our society because academics is always number one. Can I get an amen?
Absolutely.
Amen. Indeed.
Amen.
If I'm not mistaken, both of you guys are currently streaming Game of Thrones right now.
Well, I finished it. Colin actually put me on it last year, and I watched it all the way through. And it's one of the greatest shows ever. I'm on that train. We finally got Grant on it, and my other roommate's been watching
sir.
it. It's been fun because my other roommate was watching it, Jarrett, and I would go from one room to the other. And Grant would be on season 2, and Jarrett would be on season 5. And you just see all the characters in different spots in the story, and it's good all the way through until you get to when.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, until you get to the season that shall not be named. But
Yeah.
Grant, you're almost done with season 5 right now. What do you think of
Yeah,
it so far?
dude, it's great. So I right before this I watched Breaking Bad and then I mean, I've seen like a bunch of other Netflix shows like Stranger Things, but as of right now, I think this one takes the top spot for my favorite shows. Yeah, I'm season 5, episode 8 right now. I don't know. Jarrett was kind of telling me some stuff's about to go down, and then you've been telling me that season 6 is really good, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Drew, would you agree that season 6 is probably top 2, 3 seasons of the show? I think.
I would say season 6 and season 4 are my two favorites, and
Yeah,
then I don't know, some of the early seasons I really like season 2. And the way
yeah,
season 2 ends is really, really cool. And season 1, that's what Colin was telling me, and I kind of tend to agree with him. The more I watch the show over, the more season 1 significance is just amplified, but you don't really know it when you're first watching it for the first time.
yeah. I mean, seasons 1 through 4. I'm not kidding when I say they're literally perfect.
Yeah.
There's not a thing I would change about them. Everything, it's just so good. I mean, the audience, we're not going to give you any spoilers because we want you guys to watch it for yourselves. Do it. Get HBO Max. Grant's probably going to use your account when you're not using it because that's
Yep.
what I did. I gave him my
Yep.
login once and he uses my account all the time now. So, I mean,
Hey, until I get kicked off.
that's what friends are for, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. But Game of
Me, you,
Thrones,
and Clay.
yeah. Yeah, my dad, and Grant. That's who uses my account. But Grant, so far, who are your favorite characters of the show?
Big fan of Tyrion. I'm a Daenerys guy.
Yeah, Daenerys, good
Um,
mother of dragons.
Samwell Tarly, like him.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Um, Braun, he's kind of off doing his own thing with Jamie right now. He almost died, but he she gave him like some little antidote thing, so he's back.
Dude, Braun is like the coolest guy in the show
I
because
know.
because he knows when to stay loyal and he knows when to jump ship too. He
Yep.
know he knows how to play
Yep.
both sides. I love him.
His honor gets you killed.
Exactly.
Tyrion asked him to oh well, spoiler.
Yeah.
Skip ahead 30 seconds. But Tyrion asked him to fight for him and he was like, I like you, man, but I like me a lot more. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
he's a cool character. I'm trying to think. Jon Snow's another good one. I don't know. There's a lot of good characters in the show. There's a lot less characters I don't like than ones I do like, I'd say.
Yeah. I mean, I was like when I was first watching Game of Thrones because Colin put me on Game of Thrones. So I
Yeah.
was like every time something big happened, it's like kind of like how you are to me right now. I just text Colin like whenever something
Yeah.
big happens,
Yeah.
like and I text him and I'm just thinking like for like seasons like 1 through 5, I'm just like, dude, John's like doing nothing. He's up there in the north and he's not doing anything with the rest of the cast. He's got to get
Yeah.
involved. But seasons 6, 7, and 8, he's like the main guy. So just be ready for that. Like
Yeah. He's starting to get more involved now. So I don't
He's
we'll
the Lord
see. We'll see what
Commander.
happens.
he's Lord
Lord Commander.
Commander. Yeah, darn right. Well, yeah, that's great. One of the greatest TV shows of all time, regardless of the ending. There's so
I've
many.
heard, yeah, I've heard. I
Yeah,
don't we'll see.
That's what I
Um
always say is it's always it's worth the watch. It's never not like just don't watch it. I've heard people say that before, believe it or not. I think Grant said someone told him that, like don't watch
yeah,
season.
like I just
It's like
started. I was on season 2 and me and Colin were in the locker room. We were talking about it and some guy overheard us and he was like, yeah, once you get to like season 7 and 8, just stop watching. Just don't watch. It's not even worth it. I was like, I mean,
no.
it might not
dude,
be great, but
yeah.
I'm still gonna watch it.
It's definitely still worth it. There's definitely great moments in the later seasons. There's just less of them.
Yeah,
But like, I mean, I get it because like seasons 1 through 6, they're like so airtight in comparison to the later seasons. It's hard to live up to. But
yeah.
yeah, what are your thoughts on Oberyn Martell, played by Pedro Pascal?
He's uh he's in there for one season, but he was I
He's
don't know. He's a cool
he's
dude.
he's gone but not forgotten, right?
Gone but not forgotten. Amen.
I've been seeing a
I don't
lot
know.
of I've been seeing a lot of Pedro Pascal edits on TikTok lately. Like a lot
He's
of
he's in The Last of Us now too, right? Is that
yeah,
who?
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
him. But like I'm seeing a lot of these thirst trap stuff like from his role in Kingsman, The Golden Circle. He plays like a cowboy with a mustache. Go figure.
He's
Because
in Kingsman.
yeah, he's the second one. The second one.
I think I've seen that, but I don't really remember. I
Yeah,
don't know. I'd have to see it again. Those are good movies.
but
Seems
dude,
like a very talented actor.
he is an extremely talented actor. But there's all these like 15-year-old girls thirsting over this 57-year-old dude, and it's just like strange for the most part, I think. But who can blame him? He's an attractive guy. Uh, Speaking of The Last of Us, have either of you guys played the video game The Last of Us?
I
I'm
have.
not.
Drew, you have.
Yeah,
And have you watched the show yet?
I have not.
Okay, are you waiting? Are you waiting? Like, are you going to binge it, or are you just not interested in it?
Well, I think what it is right now is I'm just watching. I am watching a lot of stuff, and with school going on, like sometimes that is a show I tell myself that I'm going to watch, but it's just I'm watching. I watch Game of Thrones with them when they watch it, and then Colin has me watching some of his animes, so I'm started getting more into that. So I don't know if I know nobody else in the group really has been watching that, but
Dude,
I
Colin keeps trying to put me on anime, and I'm not having it. I shut it down whenever it
I don't
happens.
know. Once you get started, you won't stop. So I
I
mean,
know
it's
it.
up.
I know they say the same thing about crack, so I'm not interested. But
Yeah, I can't say I've tried crack. I don't think
yeah, me
anyone's
neither.
advocating
But,
for me,
yeah,
but
yeah. Lately, I've been trying to catch up on my Marvel content. So like I've been watching the Daredevil show,
yeah,
and it is remarkable. It is very good. And
yeah, I've heard.
yeah, after that, I'm gonna watch Punisher, which I like John Bernthal a lot. So it's pretty good so far, and I'm looking forward to the rest of it. But
Speaking of Marvel,
yeah.
are we going to see Ant-Man tomorrow? Is that
Oh,
what I'm hearing?
you guys are, but I'm gonna be working, so I can't.
Skip.
No, I can't. Like, I'm, it's a long shift. I got to be
What's
there.
more important, Marvel or responsibility?
Well, as you know, Drew, with great power comes great responsibility, and with great responsibility comes great accountability. So,
Screw Uncle Benjamin.
wait, no, R.I.P. Uncle Benjamin. Come on.
You're right. You're right.
But like I recently, like not recently, but like last semester I got a PS4 for my dorm room. It's sitting back there now. And it came with the Spider-Man video game for the PS4. And I had played the Miles Morales video game, but I
Oh,
hadn't,
that's awesome.
yeah, but I hadn't played the original Spider-Man game, and that one is so good.
So
It's
fun.
legit, man. But that kind of leads us into a suggested topic for today's uh, discussion.
All right.
What are the best video games that we've played growing up? Or it could be childhood video games, or it could be just some of the best video games we've ever played. Like I'm open for anything.
You
Are
So
picked
we
the right,
making
you picked the
well,
right guy for this.
are we
what
doing
you?
a draft out of this?
I think we could definitely do a draft out of this.
I mean, Garrett, what are you doing right now? Are you busy?
I can do one after this. One question.
So like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we could just talk for a little bit, and then I mean, we can get Garrett in here. He can join the draft if
Yeah, we'll just talk
that's.
for a little bit. Like let's talk about like what were some of the first games you remember playing as a youngster?
I had a DS when I was younger,
Yeah.
and I would have. I think I had Mario Kart on there. Oh, I had Lego Indiana Jones. I think on my
Yeah,
DS. That was the first game I played,
that was a good one.
and
I
that was so much fun.
before I had my DS, I had my Game Boy, and I played computer games a lot. So like on the Game Boy, I had Lego Star Wars
Yes, sir.
on the Game Boy, and like if you like if I had like a time machine and I could look at the graphics that I had back then to the graphics I have now, it's like night and day. I don't know how I played that. Like
Or
and yeah, so that's what I had, but I also played like a weird it wasn't a weird game. It was actually kind of awesome. I played a Harry Potter game. It was only Quidditch. And
Really?
yeah, and it was awesome
that
because
sounds pretty fun.
dude, it was sweet because like I got to play as, like Gryffindor and all the houses and everything. But then I got to play as like national teams. So I got to play on the like American Quidditch team, and that was awesome. If they need to bring a game back or like remaster a game, I think they should remaster that. Like, because I would definitely buy it, even though Hogwarts Legacy just came out.
Yeah. Yeah. I probably have played more hours of video games in my life than I've spent sleeping. Like, and I honestly want like I don't even think that's an exaggeration. That was like one of my first things when I grew up. Is my dad when I was really young, he bought a PS3 and Guitar Hero. I'd play with my dad like every day, and I'd
Hmm.
like to
Yeah.
play Guitar Hero and NCAA and
And which basketball or football?
football.
Football. Okay.
It was like I think that at that time I think it was 2012 maybe,
Yeah.
but um I had an N64 at the GameCube, the Wii,
Yep.
all that stuff, and I played all these games growing up. And then one of my worst decisions I honestly ever made was I decided I had too many and I was going to trade them in at GameStop. I basically gave away my childhood for like
Oh, jeez.
pennies on the dollar. I think it was like 500 video games I gave away when I was like 16 or 17 years old. And
Dude,
I gave all for like a free PS5 basically.
dude, some of those games could probably be collector's items now.
They are.
Oh yeah.
Some of
I
them
would
are.
still play all those games.
Some of them are. Mario Party 6, I see now, is one I played on the GameCube growing up all the time. That's selling for like $100, $200 now because like there's just random games that just
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, I there's a lot of video games that I could say I grew up on because I grew up on all of them, I think.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like I started out like after the Game Boy phase and the computer game phase. My older brother, got a PS2, and I
Yeah.
feel like, and
yeah.
did you guys have the PS2? Like,
Yep.
I feel
The
like that's
little
how,
like three. Yeah.
I feel like that's how a lot of gamers started out and everything. Like I had the PS,
Pyro on the PS2 was good.
yeah,
Love-
I had the PS2. We played some NCAA games when those were around. We played the Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, which is
Yeah.
still to this day one of the best video games I've ever played. I'll probably pick that in the draft later, but I'm not
All
going
of
to give.
those,
Yeah,
all of those Lego games are so good.
yeah,
Indiana Jones, Star Wars, Pirates of the Caribbean. They had a Marvel one, but that was kind of past like our time, I guess. I don't
yeah.
know if you guys played it.
I mean,
I wouldn't.
like those games. I love those games, and I just now realized all these years later that none of those characters in the games talked at all. Like
Yeah.
it was just them doing stuff, and we still loved it. It was basically a silent video game with like sound effects and music, and that was it. And we just kept playing it, and it was awesome. Like, yeah, but I still did you guys play the pod racing level on Lego Star Wars?
Yes. That
That
one and then
that
the
sticks
lava
out for
jumping
me so
one.
much.
Yeah,
Those two are like the hardest levels of any game ever. Like I
right.
would get so
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome another special guest, Garrett Meddock.
Eh,
I'm
what's
Garrett's
up,
biggest fan.
Yeah. Well, Garrett,
Eli?
yeah, hey, how's it going? I'm glad you joined I'm glad you joined the conversation. We are talking about video games, and we brought you in because we want to do a draft of some of the greatest video games of all time, and we know that you're a hardcore gamer, so we need your expertise in this
And
situation.
Fortnite doesn't count, so
Right. Hey, dude, anything's on the table. Anything's on the table, man.
I won't pick it.
You won't pick it? All right, great.
So are we doing childhood games or just games
Yeah,
in
what we
general?
thinking?
Because
I
there's a
mean,
big difference.
like childhood games, I think limits us to what we can pick. But if we just pick like games over, because like some of the best games I've ever played, I've played within the last 5 years.
Okay.
Like, so I kind of want to do all time, but I'm open to anything. So give me your thoughts.
I mean, I say we do all time, in my opinion.
All right.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right. So
Because
we'll
I don't know
yeah.
if I remember much,
as I said,
childhood games.
I mean, I'm still gonna be picking mostly games from my childhood anyway, so it
Yeah.
won't really
Well,
matter.
yeah. Yeah. Well, let's start out with. I feel like we never let Grant go first. So let's let Grant go first.
Grant
Fol-
Synchro.
yeah, followed by Drew since he was here first, then Garrett, and then I will go last. So that's,
Sweet.
and then we'll do a snake draft. Bring it back the other way. Grant, you have the first pick. So give us one of the greatest games you've ever played in your lifetime.
Give me 1 second. I gotta make sure this is the right one before I pick it.
All right.
I'm pretty sure it's the right one. I just gotta see who's on the cover. Yeah, so my first pick will be NBA 2K14, the one with
2K4.
LeBron on the cover that
Oh
he's doing the
yeah,
jump shots.
I like that one.
That
That one was really good.
I played that game so much.
2K14. That was I remember that because that was after LeBron won the MVP and he got put
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
cover. So that was a big year for him.
All right, so I do want to ask though, Grant, what's some of the songs on that soundtrack?
On
On that
that one, I don't hear. I gotta look it up because I don't want to get it mixed up with 13 because 13 had a really good one also.
Yeah.
That's not the
13
best
had like
example.
all of the lights and stuff and
It was
Uh,
13 was made by like it was like the music was produced by Jay-Z. It was like all Jay-Z's catalog
13
and everything. So
yeah.
but
it's not the best gameplay.
14
14 had like started from the bottom, not afraid, radioactive. Just looking at some of these right now. Blurred lines.
Oh
Pretty
yeah.
pretty solid soundtrack.
Big songs for sure, some
Yeah.
popular
Oh, it
songs.
did have all of the lights. Can't hold us.
Oh yeah.
Good game.
I still listen to all those songs now. So I'm not kidding. I do. Like I love those songs.
They're all good songs.
Yeah. All right, Drew. What's your pick? Your first pick.
All right, well, since it's on the table and it is like an argument for one of the greatest games of all time and definitely one of the greatest childhood games of all time, it'd be a shame if I didn't pick it. Minecraft. Everybody has hours on Minecraft. Everybody's played it. Everybody
Yeah.
agrees that it's just agreeable to all people. It's just an amazing game, and it continues to grow today. And everyone still play. I still get on it every once in a while just to see what's changed and hop in and play with some friends sometimes. It's just a great game.
Yeah.
Beautiful pick.
The thing about Minecraft is that like everyone goes through like Minecraft like desire like 2 week periods
Yeah.
like out of the year. Because like I remember there was one time in our group chat, Grant and Garrett, like you, Cooper, Zion, you guys played it nonstop, like 8 hours a day. This is during quarantine, so we didn't have anything
Yeah.
else to do, and you guys just played Minecraft all day long. So yeah,
Yep.
definitely
We'll
a
still
great.
play. It's a
Yeah,
great game.
it
That's
is.
the thing about Minecraft is if you're on it, you're on it for a while because
Yeah,
you don't get off, and the time goes by so quick when you're
Yep.
yeah,
Time flies, and then you just start like dreaming about it and stuff. And
yeah.
it's like a 2 week span. You're just addicted to it.
yeah. All right, Garrett, what's your first pick?
I'll go down a different path. I'll do Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So I believe the best Call of Duty game. I'm gonna go with that. That was my favorite one.
See,
Black Ops 2. I'll probably draft that later if no one else does.
see, I'm not familiar because I didn't grow up playing the COD games. So like, are they all as cracked up to be? Like, are they as good as everyone says? Or
There was a stretch of time
They're
where
better.
yes, they were all amazing, and then it kind of died off. What would you say? I think Black Ops 4 might have been like the last like pretty good one. That might have been the end of the run. But the Modern Warfare like 1 until like Modern Warfare 3 and then Black Ops 1 to Black Ops 3. That run of span of time of games is unmatched almost by franchises.
yeah, I mean, I would have loved to jump in and
Not really taking
play
that
some of
much
the
from
games, but at this point, I'm just too late to the party, I think. Uh, all right, so I've got two in a row now. And this one, I'm surprised it fell so far because I consider it one of the greatest games of all time, if not the best. Red Dead Redemption 2.
good one.
Not
Yep.
to not to mention not to mention it has Arthur Morgan, which is my favorite video game character ever. So it's just a great game. I cried at the end of it. It's a good story.
I think real men cried at the end of that game for sure. If Colin was here, he'd be shaming us right now. But
Yeah, big time. All right, let's keep it going. All right, I'm gonna pick a sports game now, and I think I'm probably gonna take this one from Garrett. I think we're on the same page at this point. I'm gonna go with NCAA football 14.
Yep. Great game.
It's my next pick.
We're still in that game in the dorm. We'll play it every once in a while. Get on Jared's PS4.
I mean the fact that it was the last one is probably makes it one of the best, just because we haven't gotten any more since then. But it's just such a fun game to play. I love playing it. The Road to Glory mode and Dynasty. I love all of it. So, all right, Garrett, give us your second pick.
All right. Well, referring back to what Drew was saying, I think I'm gonna have to go with Fortnite because the gaming like time of like quarantine, all like the time period of Fortnite in its prime. I don't think it. I think it could be in the first round. It could be drafted in the first round, depending how much you played it. And I guess I played it a lot, so I'd say Fortnite would be my next pick.
Yeah, Fortnite. I don't have a lot of memories of Fortnite because I didn't play it a whole lot, but I do remember one time I sniped Garrett and the whole chat went crazy.
Hmm. I don't even think you had a mic at that time. You just
Nah,
sniped him, and then you left like 5 minutes later, and we were like,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
you had
I
to
was
get me
a,
out of the bed and you left.
I was a silent killer. I just killed Garrett one. No, no, I'm not gonna lie. I had like 20 deaths or something, and I got Garrett once, and then I just left. Like,
don't matter."
yeah. All right, Drew, let's go to you.
all right. Well, I'm hung up on a couple here. Um, I'll go with uh big childhood one for me. So I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but I'm gonna go Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock, which
Good
is
one.
the one that has Slash and there's a couple other featuring guitarists on there, but it just has a really good catalog of like classic rock music. and it's a game I played hours upon hours of. And I bought other Guitar Hero games, but that one was definitely the one I played the most.
Yeah, like I think some of the songs, "Slow Ride," "Mississippi Queen."
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, classic songs through and through. I still listen to them to this day, or maybe I just listen to old music or something. I don't know. Like, all right, Grant, let's go to you. You got two now.
For my first one, it was a big game. Me and my family played growing up on the Wii. We'd all get together, play a lot of this. It get really competitive. Mario Kart.
Which
Yeah,
which Mario Kart?
Uh,
for the
I
Wii,
gotta
right?
look and see what has the cover. Yeah, the Wii, whatever. I don't.
Yeah, the
We
the
just
original
put in the DVD.
the original Mario Kart from the Wii. So
It was called Mario Kart Wii. Yeah,
yeah,
I've played every single
I was gonna
Mario
say
Kart
this isn't
that's been assembled.
yeah.
it.
Grant knows I'm dirty on the sticks when it comes to Mario Kart. They don't want to play with me.
We haven't played on the Switch yet. We might have to do that
No,
tonight.
No, we did play on the Switch once. I don't know if
I don't
Garrett
think I was
remembers
there
or
then.
not.
I wasn't there.
I wasn't there for that.
All right, well, I'll have to remind you guys, I guess.
We'll have to. I don't know. We'll see after this.
I wouldn't want to
But
play me.
for my second pick,
You're not ready.
um, this is another game you can still hop on with your friends, play for a while, go a stretch where you'll get addicted to it. I'll go GTA 5.
Really good pick.
Yeah,
I'm out for a while.
Been out for a while.
GTA 6 2045.
yeah, dude. Well, I mean, the only reason that GTA 5 has stood the test of time is because of the online updates that it has.
Yep.
It can like the Rockstar, they know what their product is and they continue to update it, which is the only reason they're making a profit right now. So, all right, Drew, we're gonna go back over to you. Pick number three.
Back to me already. All right. Let me think for just a second. I'll go. All right, well, so I'll go with the first ever uh Super Smash Bros. Game on the 64, Super Smash Bros. 64. Uh, so it's an old one, but Smash Bros. Is a game that's still played today. Obviously, the Switch game is the one that people be playing the most nowadays. But every single Smash game, the one in the GameCube Melee and one in the 64 were great. But I'll take Smash Bros. In 64.
Yeah, I mean, like I do remember when I came over there to Athens and you guys were hyping up Smash Bros and everything, and I'm not a big Smash Bros guy, but I was willing to play with you guys, and I died all the time. I was not very good at it, and I did not have a good time. But you guys look like you were having fun, so I'm glad you guys did.
Well, if you remember, you guys were playing on my Switch in the other room while I had like 106 fever in
Oh
my bed.
yeah.
It was a rough weekend for me.
It was a rough weekend for both you and Jarrett because you guys were both you I left and you looked like you were about to die at the end of the
Yeah,
weekend.
it's
It
not good.
didn't look good, man. Uh Garrett, pick number three for you.
Grant picked NBA 2K14, but I'm gonna pick NBA 2K16. That was the one with the triple cover with Steph Curry, James Harden, Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
And that was the 2K where Steph Curry was unstoppable.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that was my favorite 2K. I played that one the most. I played a lot in the park.
Yeah, like
The 2K game heads, they would know the gameplays. I think's the best out of all
yeah,
2Ks.
two
That one
like
had a really fun My Career also.
yeah, 2K16 had the best story for the my career because you're on the come up and everything. You're a rising star in high school and in college and stuff.
Yeah.
And then like towards like when you get to the NBA, your best friend dies or something. And I was like,
Mhm.
this just took a dark turn. Like, what the heck? Like, but
Yeah,
yeah, I mean that's a good pick. I can't dispute it. Uh okay, for me, I mean, you guys have heard the soundtrack everywhere, you know. I'm gonna go with Wii Sports.
okay.
I
That's
mean,
that's one
yeah,
I didn't think of. That's a really good pick.
Yeah.
just because like one, it came with the Wii. You didn't have to buy it separately, and you could just pop it in and you could play for hours and not get bored.
Oh yeah. Bowling was the one I probably played the most. I think a lot of people would attest to that. But
So many classic games on there. You got tennis, you got bowling, you got golf, you got boxing. It's just endless, and I love it so much. I wish I had a Wii here in my dorm room, but I don't.
boxing was a workout. Matt could not be stopped.
Dude, Matt was unbeatable. Let's be real.
No
He
one's beating
was.
that.
Yeah. All right. This is pick number 4 for me,
Mhm.
and we've had a lot of really good picks so far, and we'll see after this round if we're going to keep going. Um, but for me, I'm going to go try to look back in my video game library back there. I got to look for inspiration. Um, I mean, I'm going to go with the Spider-Man PS4 game.
All right.
It's
I like that.
the gameplay is so good. I love it, and the story is even better. So,
So fun.
Spider-Man PS4, that's what I got. All right, and I believe it's back to Garrett for pick number 4.
So I have two in my head, but I have a feeling Drew's gonna pick one of them. So I'm gonna pick it now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with Rocket League.
Okay.
I think Rocket League there's many skills you have to develop, and I think to be like the best, it takes a long time. And I think the people that like the game, there's a lot of grinding you can do, as Drew would know. So I'd say, and it's fun to play with your friends. We always get on there at some point. So I think Rocket League is a good pick.
Yeah,
The skill gap and they truly did. You talk about that when it comes to like games with ranks and skill gaps. Rocket League perfected it. So you at any level, doesn't matter if you just started or if you're just bad at video games, you can have a great time playing it. And if you're really good at it, obviously you can keep getting better and stuff like that. But it's just who is that? Is that Colin Harrell?
ladies and gentlemen, Colin Harrell has just entered the chat. How's it going, buddy?
It's all right. How are you?
I'm good. You feeling sleepy?
Yes.
That's okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I
Uh,
I mean, Colin, just to catch up on the conversation, we're talking about video games.
yeah.
That was all. I didn't have anything else.
Okay.
All right, Drew, back to you. This is your 4th pick.
All right. So are we doing one more after this? That might influence my decision on whether or not which one I pick.
I think we could do one more. Like this is round
we're
number
doing one more.
this is round number 4. We can do
five.
let's do a 5th round. Let's do a 5th
We'll
round.
do 5 picks. Huh?
So
I-
I'll take for my number 4 pick. I will take Skyrim.
You
Elder
Skyrim.
Scrolls
You picked that.
I'm actually replaying through it. It's actually on my monitor right now. But I recently got my buddy. That's the thing is Jared, my roommate. I got him to start playing it, and he's already hooked. It's one of the best role playing games that's ever been made. And if you haven't played it, if any of you guys who are watching this haven't played it, or if you guys haven't played it, it's free on Game Pass. It's only $13 on PS5 right now. There is unlimited possibilities to what you can do in that game. It's so fun. And I don't know, I just recommend it. It might be one of the greatest RPGs ever made. It's a great game.
All right. Grant, this is 4 and 5 for you.
So when I was gone, did someone take Wii Sports?
Yeah, I took Wii
Damn
Sports. I'm sorry.
I'm surprised.
See, I told you it was a good game.
Yeah, no, great game. I thought it'd fall. Didn't fall. It's frustrating. Oh, I gotta think. Have any of the Lego games been taken?
No.
Not a
Nope.
single Lego game has been taken yet.
Hell yes. So I will go with Lego Star Wars.
The complete saga?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That was going to be my last pick, so good on you. I think I replayed that game last summer. Like I just played it all the way through and I tried to just get 100% completion. I got close. I got like 87 or something. but not all the way, sadly. And Grant, you've got one more.
Um, trying to think. I will go with. Oh, okay. I don't know if you guys have played this game, but Little League World Series Baseball, I think 2009 on the Wii.
Yes, sir. That's the
That
elite.
game, oh my gosh, me and my brothers used to play that game all the time growing up. If someone ever had a Wii and they would have that right now, I promise you I'd play that. That game is so much
I
fun.
play that game right now too.
So much fun.
That's a good one. All right, Drew, your last pick.
All right, with my last pick, I'll take Assassin's Creed. I'll be a little cheap and take the Ezio collection, which is 3 games. It's definitely one I played like in the prime of childhood video game playing, and it's just a great series. And those are probably the 3 best games in the series. So
So you're
great.
you're taking a 3 game pack for your
Yep.
last game.
Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and Assassin's Creed Revelations. Those are the 3 in the Ezio collection.
GTA
Yeah.
5, you took 4.
All right, Garrett, it's your last pick. What have you got?
You know,
He's Googling video games right now.
I'll just pick this one. I'm gonna pick Roblox. I'm picking Roblox because the amount, like, I believe there's a lot of young people that play it, and then obviously Jarrett got me hooked on Roblox for a little amount of time. We'd play the American Football League, that the version on there where he just throws it up a football and I try to catch it. But there's a lot of game modes and stuff on there, and it's like it's not like as advanced, but there's so many different like game modes and games to play on there, and there's a lot of little kids that play it. So I'll pick that because it's a very popular game.
Yeah. I mean,
You're-
between Minecraft, Fortnite, Rocket League, and Roblox, we've got like all the games that Gen Z kids go crazy
Yeah.
for. Like,
Yeah.
so maybe they are good. Maybe we just make fun of them just because it's Gen Z, you know?
So, all goes.
Yeah. All right. I've
game.
I've got one more pick, and I'm thinking I'm gonna go with an old fashioned computer game. It's a classic computer game, and I'm gonna go with Backyard Baseball.
Great game.
Sport.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
dude, I would sit on the desktop computer. I would play this for hours as a little second grade kid, and it brings back so many lovely memories, and I cherish it so much.
What was the really good one's name? Was it Pablo? Was that the one that was insanely good?
Yeah, Pablo was really good. I mean, they had Keisha, they had Ernie. You know, like the whole gang was there. All of them were so iconic in their own way.
Yeah.
And then, who was? I think her name was like Tina or something, and she was like this little, you know, 3'7" blonde chick, and she was the slowest one on the team. And every time they hit it to her, I knew she was just going to take 8 years to throw the ball in.
Yeah.
And I was so livid, but I love it so much. And if I still had it, I would play it. But yeah, that's our draft, guys. I mean, how we
Good
feeling?
draft.
How we feeling about our picks? What do you think could have been taken that wasn't taken, or what do you think fell that didn't think was going to fall? Like,
Um, any FIFA game is always great. Same with NHL. I don't think anyone took either of those, but any of those games are great.
Let's go with. I mean, talk about something that get picked. Like Super Mario Bros. Like just the tip.
Yeah.
Any of those options, or like Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, any of the single player Mario, either platform runners or like open world games. Those were all great games. So
yeah, I mean, like what Grant was saying about like FIFA and NHL and stuff. I wanted to pick like a Madden game, but the thing is, like
Yeah.
all of those EA Sports games, they're all kind of the same. Like they're
Copy paste.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're not distinct enough from one another to warrant a pick on my team. So I don't know. I just didn't feel like it. So but yeah,
I was
all in
trying to
all,
think of what the
yeah.
best Madden game would be.
I think one thing I regret, I should have took NCAA 14 first pick because I still play it now and I get addicted to that. So
Yeah. I mean,
great pick, Eli.
I'm very glad that I got that before you could take it because that I feel like that's gonna make my team a little bit. That's the star right there. Everything else is just the glue, but I've got the star to push me forward. But yeah, all in all, I think it was a good draft. What do you guys think? Pretty good?
Thanks.
I think very good. Good draft.
Yeah, good draft. I mean, well, and
Yeah, I
other.
agree.
Hey, Colin, you think it was pretty good?
It was solid.
Yeah. Okay.
You like dancing
Colin, I
that.
miss
God of
you.
War.
Mm.
I hope I get to see you.
Did that get taken?
No.
Lucky I wasn't in that draft. That would've been
Five,
cool.
that would've been
five
big.
rounds.
What did he say?
God of War.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I knew Colin was going to say something about God of War because he's really big into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if it's top five or top. I mean, think about we're talking about games of all time. I mean, Colin, come in here and say it's
I mean, I wouldn't pick it in my top 5.
Yeah.
Gary, you haven't even played it.
Yeah, I don't like story modes. That's all it's got.
Wait, did he say I haven't played it or did he say Garrett hasn't played it?
Me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all it's got. It's a story mode.
I mean, he should have been here. He could have picked it. What can I say?
Could just
What?
picked Black Ops 3 story mode campaign. I'd rather play that.
Bro,
It's
Garrett,
got
you
both.
don't yeah, I'm just gonna hold my tongue.
Modern Warfare 2.
You can't compare
No,
a
that's what I
Call
was gonna
of Duty
pick.
campaign
I
to a
love that.
If
game
I was gonna pick one of them, it
like
would've
literally
been that.
pays millions of dollars for story writing and voice
Yeah,
acting
so-
and narration.
Yeah.
Not the same.
No one picked a Halo game.
I was never a big Halo guy.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't. There were a couple of them that I liked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, 2 days ago was Valentine's Day, and I'm looking around this chat right now, and I'm not seeing a lot of taken men. What did you guys do for Valentine's Day?
Listen to Take Care by Drake.
Yeah.
Marvin's Room. What'd you do, Eli?
What would you do, Eli?
Yeah, I
Uh,
want to hear what you did.
well, I sat on the couch and I ate ice cream by myself, but I would like to use this time to say something uh that relates to Valentine's Day because I saw so many Instagram stories about Valentine's Day and stuff like that, and to all the happy couples that posted about their Valentines and everything and flooded my Instagram page. I just want to say that I hate you. Like I hate all of you. Um, I'm I'm very upset. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Colin. I'm very upset that I had to scroll through all that when I'm just trying to be entertained on social media, and I've got to look at so many happy couples in love, and it just makes me sick. And I know what you're saying, Eli. You're just saying that because you're not in a relationship. No, I would still feel this way even if I had a girlfriend. I don't like to see other relationships. I just don't.
Eli, I support the stories, I
Yeah.
do. And there was a lot of them, but
What type of guy he is.
I support them. I do.
Here's the thing is that Eli, I mean, I think we can all agree to this is that this is why, like, for whatever reason, usually one side of the relationship wants the person to post, but then we're just kind of like, why does it matter? And then so we all know why it gets posted. I don't think people typically want to post. I think it's just kind of a necessity for them to post in order for their relationship to survive. So I just kind of scroll past it. I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to see people happy, and that's a good thing.
What a guy.
Yeah. What a guy. What a
Garrett has
stand up.
no envy.
Look at Garrett, man.
What a stand up individual.
He's
Like
just trying to see people happy.
I was shopping in the CVS that's close to my dorm on Valentine's Day, and there were so many people just going to buy chocolate, like last minute gifts and everything. And
Chocolate. Oh,
yeah, yeah, they were going in to buy chocolate and last minute gifts and stuff. And I'm just thinking, like, suckers, freaking losers. What can I say? You guys, so stupid. Yeah.
Did you notice anybody buying anything that wasn't candy in CVS the day after Valentine's Day?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot of there's a lot of that going on. Like, don't worry about that. But we're not talking about that right now. What can I say?
Okay.
That's fair.
Nope.
Yeah, but yeah, Valentine's Day, it is what it is. Like my boss, actually, I asked him what he did for Valentine's Day, and he says, "Me and my wife don't celebrate it." And I was like, "Really?
Good friend.
Whose idea was that?" And he said, "Well, it was mine." And I said, "And she's happy about that?" And he goes, "Yeah, I think so." Like,
Found a keeper.
yeah, dude, like,
Flowers.
yeah, buying the flowers and the chocolate and everything.
Teddy bear or whatever.
I mean, I'll just give someone a crisp high five. All right. That's all actually 10. That's what I'm gonna give to someone
Mm-hmm.
for next
It's
Valentine's Day.
always next year.
There is always next. I've been out of the game for a while though. There's always next year though.
That's
I'm there with it.
us Browns fans know.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
Browns
always
fans.
next year.
Yeah, that's what the
There's-
Browns said. It's always next year.
Yeah, speaking of which, this is the first
No,
episode.
it's gonna be painful anyways.
Yeah, this is the first episode that we're doing after the NFL season has concluded. Do we have any reflections on this past season? What were some highs? What were some lows? I mean, this is what the people want to hear, so let's talk about it. Like, what are our thoughts right now?
Few missed calls cost the Bengals. It's
Yeah,
upsetting. It is. I mean, we didn't play our best game, but there were definitely some questionable calls that could have went our way. Could be in Cincinnati right now celebrating, but it is what it is. We get another chance to run it back next year before all these contracts start hitting. So we'll see what happens.
So Grant, you're saying that Bengals beat uh the Eagles, right? No, the Chiefs. They play the Chiefs, right?
Chiefs.
Yeah, they play. Why can't I think right now? You're saying Bengals beat the Chiefs. They beat the Eagles. Then
I don't know. I mean, we would have just had to see how it played out, but I mean, I feel like we would have had a good shot.
yeah, I mean, like
I don't know.
I am kind of glad that like it's kind of cool that the Chiefs and the Eagles made the Super Bowl because I listened to the New Heights podcast and everything with the Kelsey brothers, and they it was just like a bunch of Super Bowl hype. They had their parents on to discuss like who their favorite child was and everything, and it was kind of cool to see like two elite football player siblings square off in the Super Bowl. So that I thought that was pretty neat. What's Colin doing down there?
TikTok.
Oh, TikTok, of course.
The whole Kelsey brothers thing with like, did you see the video like where Jason was talking about their mom?
Yeah, yeah, I
The
saw
whole
that.
thing, yeah. I don't know. It's been really cool. Cool Super Bowl. How are the Browns fans feeling, Drew? This year and next year.
Thanks for
Reflecting.
asking. So I'm one of those Browns fans. I know you guys. We talk about this sometimes. Eli, I know that you're the Browns fans that are around you guys tend to, for whatever reason, like to boast or be proud of being a Browns fan. Which I mean, it's never wrong to be proud of the team you root for, but it is if you're a Browns fan. So I don't know. It's just every year it's something different. Most of the time it's our own fault, which makes it worse. So I'm just really excited to see what happens next year when it comes to something going horribly wrong and making me really upset to watch NFL football every Sunday.
Yeah,
I've accepted it at this point. It's just pain every fall season when it comes to watching that team.
yeah. My uncle, who's a devout Browns fan, he has a motto after every single season. I ask him, like, what are your thoughts on the season? What are you thinking about and everything? and he says, "Well, at least we're consistently bad." Like I mean, the fans they know what to expect. I mean, there's there's nothing else really. So
That's the thing is Browns fans, if you're a Browns fan, you're loyal no matter what. You're loyal to your team and you never switch up. It's just you're loyal to that team for some reason. It's just part of being a Cleveland sports fan.
yeah,
Eli, do you have a team?
I'm more of a floater, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, go Cowboys.
Yeah,
Boo.
yeah. Garrett, you want to talk about your team a little bit, the Cowboys?
I mean, not really, to be honest, but
Is
Yeah,
Dak
I'll just say, same outcome normally happens every year. We always make the playoffs, but I would say an NFC East team, they made the Super Bowl, so that's a good thing. That gives the division some hype, and maybe it'll be us next year.
I don't know,
yeah.
man. Commanders are on the come up. Giants made the play. You guys might miss the playoffs next year.
Yeah, we might. Yeah, we'll see.
Did you see
If Dak's gone, we'll be good.
Dak was at the Super Bowl this year. He wasn't playing, but he was on the field before because
He
he
was
got some award.
he was there watching.
You got the Walter Payton Man of the Year award, and then the
Yeah,
Eagles fans booed him.
he got booed.
No.
Respect.
He got a reward for being a good guy and still got booed. It's
I mean,
rough.
like yeah, I saw a lot of celebrities in the stands during the Super Bowl. I mean, Dak Prescott just going to add him to the list. Like there's LeBron, Kevin Hart, Bradley Cooper, a couple of like I mean LeBron's there because you know he's LeBron, and if he wants to go to the Super Bowl, he's just going to go to the Super Bowl. So, but speaking of LeBron, Grant, how have you been following the Lakers lately? Like in the
Yeah,
past week?
yeah, no, I'm officially a Lakers fan for the rest of the year. So I don't have a team, but I root for whoever D'Angelo Russell plays for because I've been a fan of him ever since he was at Ohio State.
Right.
So I was a Timberwolves fan this year. I'm gonna be honest, it sucked. So I heard he got traded to the Lakers. They're not much better currently, but they have more upside. Um, so I unfollowed the Timberwolves on everything, and I'm now a Lakers fan for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Have they been doing better? Like I've heard that their chances of making the playoffs have definitely improved since the
They
trade.
looked great last night.
Look good.
They look good.
Yeah. I mean, I know
D'Lo looked good.
I know the whole thing with Russell Westbrook is that they kind of like unloaded someone that just wasn't worth the money that they were paying him for. And like now, so like where did he go to? The Suns, right? And the Suns are buying him out of his contract.
Jazz.
He went
But
to the
yeah, I think
Jazz. The Jazz are buying him out.
Oh yeah, the Jazz are buying him out. Kevin Durant went to the Suns. That's right. Okay. And
Mhm.
I saw something. I think it might have been Sports Center tweeted it, but it said that Paul George is heavily recruiting Russell Westbrook to join the Clippers.
Yeah.
I
Boo.
did see that.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that? Could, could
Well,
we could we see a reunion of
I'm
Russell Westbrook and Paul George?
I'm probably I have more stake in well that's the thing is I'm a Cavs fan through and through. Obviously, Cavs all the way, Cleveland sports fan, but uh I'm a Kawhi Leonard fan. So like I as a Western Conference team, Clippers are my team just because he's there. And I don't want to see Russ there. It's not that I don't like Russ, it's just recently, ever since he's left the Thunder, winning hasn't really followed him. And I don't know if it's the best business decision for the Clippers to sign him, but maybe you can prove me wrong.
Yeah.
They just
Go ahead.
they just got a few more pickups too. I think they just got Bones Highland, who's a good backup point guard. So I don't know if they even really need Westbrook now.
Yeah.
But I mean he's a good player, so I guess anyone would need a Westbrook
Yeah. I
with
mean,
a cheaper price.
and talking about point guards and everything, the Kyrie and Luca connection in Dallas has been an interesting thing to view because Luca and Kyrie they've been playing great. They've been scoring like 30-point games left and right, but the Mavericks they're not winning a whole lot.
Hmm.
So like what's the deal there in our expert opinion?
No defense.
Their defense. Yeah. I mean, we've got two incredibly offensive minded players, and Kyrie and Luca who can fill it up. and who are somehow sharing the ball pretty well, but it's just their defense on the other end that's got to improve. So
Yeah. And they didn't
I
make any
think
moves to get defenders. They gave away more defense than they got in the trade, and their offense was fine before they got Kyrie. Not that their offense didn't get better, which it obviously did, but you got to be good on both sides of the ball at any level of basketball.
yeah,
I
I thought
think uh
yeah. Go ahead, Garrett.
I think Luca and Kyrie they'll get it together. They'll obviously if they make the playoffs. I think they'll having them two, they're automatically going to make a run. I think at least out of the first round. But yeah, the defense for the Mavericks, it's not looking too good. But I don't know. Kyrie's obviously. I think they won the trade, and I think they'll make the playoffs still.
Yeah, I mean, what seed do you think they're going to be? Like like what? Give me a range.
I feel like they'll be like the 6 or 7.
6 or 7. Yeah, that sounds about right.
What are they
Well,
right now?
I think they're fourth or fifth right now in the West.
You
It's
think
close. It's really close.
Yeah, I mean the West is looking like extremely stacked right now, and I'm going to talk let's talk about the Suns right now, what their chances are in the playoffs this season because of the recent acquisition of Kevin Durant.
Yeah, that's the thing though, is I don't know. You see all these big names move around, and it's tough to gel enough for a championship mid-season when these guys be moving around all the time. Obviously they have the talent to be contenders. I just don't know. That's why I like a team like the Nuggets or Grizzlies more, just because they have like a core group of people that's been there, and they probably can win a playoff series together just based on experience playing together. But
Yeah, I mean give it a few seasons, and the Grizzlies will probably be you know a big playoff contender. I think because right, I mean like
Yeah.
right now they got Ja and they got the core group and everything. If they just get like I don't know, maybe like one more star, one more good draft pick, then they're probably gonna their chances are gonna rise, I think. So
I like the Nuggets too. What Drew mentioned. I think they got a good they got a good like team around Jokic, and I think they let him work.
A good team around who?
Jokic,
Jokic.
Wait, what? Who? Never mind.
Nikola
Yeah,
Jokic.
they have a good team around Jokic, and I think like Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. They're good spot ups, and they'll pass it out, and that's a good
yeah,
system to be in.
I
We
mean,
talk about Kings. They're the 3 seed right now. They just
They
won't.
The
suck.
Kings are the 3 seed.
Yeah, they
They're
have
not
been
good.
for a while.
I haven't
They
been
just
paying attention to basketball. That's crazy.
that is
They do
crazy.
the little beam thing now. I do know that.
like the
That all their
beam.
fans. Yeah, like the beam.
I mean, in addition, like when we're talking about like MVP race and everything, Jokic is the front runner right now, followed by Embiid and Tatum, which I've never been insanely impressed by Tatum's play and everything. I always thought he was just like he's a solid play. He's an all-star. Like that's all I can say. But I never thought he was MVP level. But who do you guys think is going to pull away with it? Could Jokic repeat for a third time?
I I mean I don't think. See, I don't. I'm not a big fan of Tatum. I think he's just on a good team, and their record is good. And I think that the number one seed, and that's why he's obviously in the consideration for MVP. But Jokic is averaging a triple double right now.
Yeah.
But Embiid did outplay Jokic when they played.
Well, I
So
mean,
honestly, I think Embiid has the slight edge, even though he's not number one. But I'd probably pick Embiid over Jokic, but they're the 1 and 2 still, in my
yeah,
opinion.
Voter fatigue is a real thing. Like, I think everyone could agree that LeBron should probably have more MVPs than he does right now, just because people just got sick of voting for him and they want to see a new player. But I mean, out of everybody this season, it's hard to say that Jokic isn't the most valuable. I mean, I think I wish Luca wouldn't have gotten hurt, had these injuries, because I would have liked to see him win it this year. I just don't know if he's going to end up playing enough. He
yeah.
could make a run and do it, but I don't know. I don't see anybody else winning it but Jokic right now.
Yeah, I mean, with Luka, you got to take into account that they just got a new All-Star that's going to take away a lot of his touches and everything. I know they've had some good performances together, but unless they start winning, unless Jokic, unless Doncic starts, standing out in a major way, then he's probably not going to make a run for it. I don't think.
I wish it would be Luca because I like Luca a lot.
Yeah,
It's a,
Luka's a really good player. So
and it is still impressive that Tatum's already an MVP candidate and he's only 19 years old.
Yeah, that's crazy.
that is crazy, dude. 19-year-old kid, been in the league
10
for,
years old and it's like fifth year.
yeah, he's his fifth year. So only 19 years old. That's crazy. Well, guys, yeah, it is impressive. I think our time is about up. Uh, what would you guys like to say to the audience? A very special thing. I want to say a very special thank you to Garrett and Drew for joining us today.
I was
Absolutely.
looking forward to it. All of those seconds leading up to it.
Indeed.
I was
Yeah.
happy to join. I enjoyed my time, Eli. Thanks for having me.
Same as always. If you stayed this long, I don't know why you're still here, but thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. See
Yeah.
you next week.
This is episode 20, by the way, and it's amazing that we made it this far. But I'd like to announce right now on the show that I'm No Genius. We've been been hassled about it for a while, but I'm No Genius finally has its own merchandise. Yeah, so
Let's go.
yeah, so we're gonna put the link to our new merchandise website. I'm sure the prices are extremely reasonable for you to purchase whatever type of I'm No Genius gear you want. If you're a fan of the show, or even if you're not, please check it out. All proceeds go directly into our pockets. So please check it out. Yeah, please check it out. And thank you guys for listening. I know only our parents are probably going to buy T-shirts, but it is what it is. I ordered one already.
I'll
Let's
order one.
go.
I'm
Yeah.
about to get one.
Check
Yeah.
out them hoodies.
I don't even
There's
know what they
hoodies
look
too.
like, and I know they look amazing. So
They're legit, man.
Whoever designed those, I'm definitely getting them.
We got t-shirts and hoodies, right? I
We
think.
we've got T-shirts, we've got hoodies, we've got baseball hats, and I think we've got crew necks too. So
Yes, sir.
I'll probably get a new podcasting hat, one that says "I'm No Genius" right up here. So
There you go.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, from everybody here, you got Grant, you got Garrett, you got Drew. I'm Eli. Colin's in the background. We love you guys. Thank you for watching. This has been I'm No Genius. Have a great day.